Hi there, my name is Alay Yajnik, and today we're going to be talking about the three elements of aligned marketing that, when put together properly, will make 2016 your most enjoyable and profitable year ever. The reason for that is you're going to get the number of leads that you want, and you're also going to get those leads are going to be your ideal clients. So they're going to energize you, they're going to excite you, and you're going to absolutely want to work with them. But before we get into all of that, I thought maybe I should start off by just introducing myself. So the first thing you ought to know about me is I've been in business a very long time. I spent 17 years in Silicon Valley, ran a $100 million business unit, and built a $5 million business from the ground up. And coming up next year is a picture of of my last day in the office. Well, it's not quite me, but that is my son, and that is my last day in corporate America. Um, After that, I decided to put my business experience to use for business owners just like you, to help you get to the next level of success faster than you could on your own. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it today. So the agenda we've got in front of you is a really exciting one. It's just 2 bullet points, but they're absolutely loaded. First, we're going to start with just a simple definition of what is marketing. And then we're going to spend the rest of our time together over the next 2 sessions, this session and 2 more, talking about the 3 elements of aligned marketing. When you have these in place and they're working well together, your business is going to absolutely rock. And if you don't have them in place and they're not working together, you're going to see a couple of problems. So let's start off our discussion by just talking in brief about what is marketing. Because when we start talking about marketing, isn't it interesting how often things get really fuzzy? People have a very hard time describing what marketing really is, and you get into all these questions about branding and brand equity and mind share and all these complicated concepts. For our purposes, for this discussion, I'd just like you to think about marketing as generating leads. It's any activity that's going to generate leads for you. A great marketing campaign has 2 things. It has the quantity of leads that you want, so the number of leads that you want. It also has the quality of leads that you want. So you're going to be working with your ideal clients. So that describes a great marketing campaign, the quantity and the quality of leads that you want. There are so many excellent marketing models out there, but for our purposes, we're just going to keep a really simple model. We're going to focus on 3 elements: your message, your market, and your medium. And I'll explain what each of those are in detail. The rest of today's webinar is just going to focus on your message. Later on, we're going to get to the other 2. Your message is pretty straightforward. Your marketing, I think your market is pretty straightforward. And your medium is where you may be wondering, what is that? Well, a medium is basically just how you communicate your message to your market. So it's the way you connect those 2 dots. Your message going to your market, the way you do that is by using a medium for communication. And this fits into what I think is a really elegant model that I'm going to show you right now. So the model I'm going to be showing you is something that I use with all of my clients. And it's a way to just do a check, right? To see how aligned and how good and how effective is your marketing. And really, I'd like you to focus on how good and how effective is your marketing. That big question mark in the center there, that is the question we're trying to answer. If your marketing is good, if you're getting the number of leads you want and they're all of the best quality you could expect, then you can just stop this video right now. If, however, that's not the case, then we need to make sure that your message, your medium, and your market are all aligned and they're all working together to generate the quantity and quality of leads that you want. Now, today's video, as I said, is going to be focused just on that first element, focused on your message. And so you're going to actually need a pen and paper as you go through this. If you don't have one, pause the video, grab a pencil and paper. Hopefully you've got one, because the next slide coming up here shows 3 questions. I call them the 3 W's. that help you create your message. The first question is, why did you choose your business or your area of expertise? And if you're like me and you happen to stumble into it, why did you stick with it? What's the reason why you get out of bed in the morning? There's something there. It's probably more than just money. And it's really important that you understand what that is and build it into your message. So the first question is, why did you choose your business or your area of expertise? The second question is, what benefits do clients receive from working with you? Now, you think you may have the answer to this, but it's surprising how often that's just based on our gut and how often our gut can be wrong in this case. If you're not sure, ask some of your best clients. The answers might surprise you. And last but certainly not least, what sets you apart from the competition? Now, I'm using attorneys in this case, but it really applies to just about everybody. What sets you apart from your competitors? Is it your geographic location? Is it the people you connect with? Or is it something about your product or your service that is simply unmatched by the competition? Whatever it is, understanding that, basically the reason why your clients choose to work with you, can make all the difference in creating the right marketing message. So as you can see, these three elements, when they work together, are very, very powerful, because now you're communicating in a very succinct way, in a very brief way, in a clear way, why you chose to get into this business, so what your passion is, what benefits the clients get by working with you, and why they actually choose to work with you, and what sets you apart from everybody else. Understanding the answers with great clarity for these three questions can sometimes take hours when I work on this with my clients, but the results are well worth it, because they are going to end up with a message that clearly communicates and speaks to exactly the kinds of clients that they want to get. And it clearly communicates not only who they want to work with, but why they want to work with them, and why those clients should go and hire you or buy your products. So putting these three questions together in a very structured way and getting the answers is really the first step in creating your aligned marketing pitch, right? And it starts with that message. So that's what we've covered today. Take your time answering these questions, because it can take a little bit of thought and effort, and you may actually need to go and talk to some customers. In fact, if you haven't done that, I would suggest that you do. Find some of your best clients and ask them these two questions. The first is, why did they choose to work with you? And the second is, what benefits do they receive from working with you? You might be surprised at what you find out. As always, I love discussing this stuff, and I'll be happy to talk through it with you. My name, my email, my phone number are right there, and I would love to have a conversation and continue this further. Stay tuned. Next time we're going to get into the second one, which is your target market. And I look forward to discussing that and sharing that with you over the next couple of days. My name is Alay Yajnik, and I'm a FocalPoint business coach. Thank you.